Welcome, everybody, to Jackson, Kentucky. We're at the Breathitt County High School softball complex directly behind Breathitt Elementary School. I'm Steve Neese alongside James Turner. We've got Breathitt County High School softball action for you this evening as it's the Breathitt County Ladycats hosting the Lady Cougars from Letcher Central. We're going to run down the lineup real quick for the Cougars first. Leading off will be Stamper. She's at first base. Batting second is the center fielder Wampler. Holcomb is at short, batting third. Bentley, the DH, will bat cleanup. Combs is on the mound or on the pitching rubber, batting fifth. Combs is behind the plate, batting fifth. Nicely is on the pitching rubber, batting sixth. And that is Alyssa Nicely. And Richards, the third baseman, will bat seventh as the first pitch to Stamper is taken for strike one. And we'll go down the rest of the lineup real quick. Batting eighth is the second baseman Collier. Bentley is in right field, batting ninth as 0-1. Swing for strike two.
Steve, it's a cool evening here on the banks of Pambo Lake.
And real quick, Pavlik in left field, not batting this evening as a ground ball to second base. Sword will field and throw to first in time for out number one for Breathitt County here in the top of the first. So base is still empty. And defensively for Breathitt County aligned this way. Pennington pitching behind the plate is Clemens, third to first in order. McLeese, Bowling, Sword, and Hayes. That is Chloe Hayes at first. And left to right in order. Salyers, Tinley Hayes, and Smith.
Both of these teams here are 2-1.
First pitch, strike one, the Wampler.
Breathitt County, one of the top-rated teams in the 14th region. Red Pennington on the mound.
Swing and a miss for strike two. So Pennington quickly ahead, 0-2 on Wampler with one out and nobody on. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be fouled off back to the screen. Count still remains 0-2. Pennington had a big 13 strikeout game against Lee County to start the year last week.
Breathitt County has defeated Lee and South Laurel, lost to Clay County.
Here's the 0-2 from Pennington. This one's going to be fouled back out of play. Count still. No balls, two strikes. Base is empty. Top of the first, scoreless so far. And want to remind everybody, if you're listening on WJSN 97.3, we're broadcasting live on YouTube as well. Go to youtube.com, search WJSN 97.3. Be right there. Here's the 1-2. It's going to be 0-2. Taken upstairs for ball one. One ball, two strikes, one out. Base is empty.
Field's in great shape here.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when you're
in Letcher Central, coached by Jay Perkins. First base coach is Coach Holcomb. The sun starts to drop over the hills here.
Here's the 1-2. Taken for strike three. And that's 2 up, 2 down for Letcher Central. One a ground out, one a strikeout, and the base is empty. As that will bring Holcomb to the plate for Lady Cougars.
You heard that as the first base coach, Coach Holcomb.
First pitch taken for ball one.
She's a junior shortstop. Kara Holcomb, number 21.
The 0-1 taken upstairs for ball one. One ball, one strike.
Nice crowd here on this chilly Tuesday evening for 14th Region softball action.
On what's a cool evening.
Yeah, man.
To boot. as the 1-1 taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Score 0-0 here. We're at the Breathitt County Softball Complex. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The sun right in our eyeballs.
Yeah. What we thought was a 1-2 pitch was a 2-1 pitch, apparently, James.
Oh,
and now
okay.
we have strike 3 as that's 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Cougars here in the first. We'll send it back for a 1-minute break, come back in 1 minute for the bottom half in a scoreless game back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Kids are ready to gear up for spring sports. It's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 1, scoreless. Letcher Central went 3 up, 3 down in their half of the first. As we go to the bottom half, we're going to run down the batting lineup for Breathitt County. Leading off is the pitcher Pennington. Clemens behind the plate, batting second. Sword is at second, batting third, and the cleanup hitter will be McLeese at third. Bowling's in center field, batting fifth. Turner, the flex or the DP or DH, or whatever you like to call it, will bat sixth. Chloe Hayes at first, batting seventh. In the 8th spot is Salyers, who's in left field, and Tinley Hayes in center field, batting ninth. Smith is the right fielder and not in the batting lineup this evening for Breathitt County, as the first pitch to Pennington is taken for ball 1.
Number 24, Pennington. She is a senior. Here comes that wind, Steve.
Yep. We'll get the defensive alignment for Letcher Central real quick nicely. Pitching, Combs behind the plate. We'll do the infield in just a moment. The 1-0 going to be fouled back out of play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third to first in order for the Lady Cougars. Richardson, Holcomb, Collier, Stamper, left to right in order. Pavlik, Wampler, and Bentley.
We mentioned Letcher being 2-1. Wins over Shelby Valley and Jenkins, and lost to Johnson Central.
1-1 pitch going to be grounded to short. Throw over to first is in time for out number 1.
1 up, 1 down. We're scoreless here, bottom of the first. Letcher Central taking on our Breathitt County Ladycats. And like Steve said, we're streaming on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Type in WJSN 97.3. He'll pop right up.
Clemens at the plate here. Takes the first pitch for strike 1.
Number 17, Olivia Clemens, the senior. Hard to believe she's a senior, too. Hard to believe these young folks are getting older.
So no balls, 1 strike to count. And the 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Quickly down 0-2.
1 out here at bottom of the first.
Base is empty as nicely Wines delivers the 0-2. Taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to pay real close attention, James, on the calls tonight.
Yeah, nicely the senior, the pitcher. Yeah, real close.
Nicely, Wines delivers. Going to be fouled back to the screen. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No score here, bottom of the first.
Nicely. With the sign, here's the 1-2 upstairs. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Bottom half of the first. Letcher went 1, 2, 3 in their first top of the first, excuse me. Breathitt County 1 up, 1 down. And the break-even pitch to Clemens. Change up. Stays upstairs. Count goes full at 3-2.
Letcher Central from the 53rd District. Ladycats from the 55th.
Payoff pitch is fouled off, out of play. Count still 1-2. Or excuse me, count still full. I'll get it right. Got quite a bit going on here, trying to get all this going. So 3-2 the count. 1 out, base is empty. Payoff pitch from Nicely. Going to be hit into center field. It will bounce to the fence. Clemens rounds first, heads to second. A 1 out double, and Breathitt County in business with a runner in scoring position.
Nice hit. Like Steve said, a double. The Bobcats they have it rolling early.
One out, 1 on. And a swing and a miss to Sword for strike 1.
Sword. Number 33, Taylor Sword, a junior.
0-1 taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Still 0-0.
Breathitt County trying to break that scoreless tie with a runner in scoring position. A 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
As Clemens out at second base, had that 1 out double just a moment ago. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs, count goes even at 2-2.
The crowd, Steve, beyond the fence there, everybody's wrapped up in blankets with hoodies and gloves and boggins.
I don't blame them. I'm layered up myself.
Oh, yeah.
2-2 count with 1 out. Sword at the plate for Ladycats. Nicely winds, delivers. Break-even pitch going to be fouled off. First base side and caught for out number 2.
Ladycats still have a runner at second base trying to get her on home. Both these schools have records of 3-1. The Prairie Central Commodores take on McGoffin County tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. to start off the boys' Sweet 16. Sacred Heart defeated the good McCracken County team to win their 4th straight Sweet 16. Sacred Heart up in Louisville.
McLeese at the plate for Breathitt County. Took the first pitch here for strike 1. 2 outs, runner still at second for Breathitt County as McLeese grounds this one to short. Initially got bobbled, but they get the throw to first in time for out number 3. And with that, we go to the top of the second. Still scoreless, back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Welcome back to the Breathitt County High School softball field as we go to the top of the second. We're still scoreless.
Breathitt County taking on Letcher Central. Softball action here. We're in the second inning now.
Due up for Letcher Central, 4, 5, 6. That's Bentley, Combs, and Nicely, as they try to break a scoreless tie going to the top half of the second. First pitch, strike one.
No balls, one strike, just getting started here. In top of the second.
The 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike two.
And Steve, we were talking about the Breathitt County Academic Boosters. That's going to be Tuesday, April the 23rd at the Breathitt Coliseum, Mercy Oak Woods.
Here's the 0-2 from Pennington. We lifted in the right field, a bounce to the fence. Breathitt County trying to get the throw in, but it's going to be Bentley with a leadoff double. And a runner at second, nobody out for Letcher Central.
So runner on at first. With no outs. That sun, Steve, is right in our eyes.
Square to bunt. Bunt goes foul.
Number 4, that's Katie Combs, a sophomore.
Here's the 0-1 from Pennington. Bunted right back at the pitcher. Pennington fields, throws to first, gets the out. The runner does advance to third, though, so sacrifice bunt.
And nicely, the pitcher. In the batter's box now. Like Steve said, the runner at third base.
There's another bunt. This one's foul as Letcher trying to play small ball to get that runner in.
No score here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex.
Here's the 0-1. Popped up, bunted, foul territory behind the plate, and they'll make the catch. 4 out, number 2.
Number 8 up to bat, that's Sarah Richardson. She is a freshman. Of course, Letcher Central wearing black pants, blue and white tops, black lettering. Bobcats wearing gray uniforms, blue pinstripes, blue letters, blue numbers.
Here's the first pitch to Richardson. Swing and a miss for strike one.
0-0 here.
The County trying to keep Letcher Central from scoring after a leadoff double by Bentley. As the 0-1 going to be fouled back for strike two. It had a double, then a sacrifice bunt, and then another bunt attempt that was caught on a pop-up that went foul. And here we are, 0-2 pitch from Pennington. Going to be lifted foul, third base side. Count remains 0-2.
0-0. Prairie Central plays tomorrow, defeated McGoffin County by 5. First game of the season, a rematch tomorrow.
The 0-2 is swinging a miss for strike three. Breathitt County gets out of the jam. Letcher Central strands a runner. We go to the bottom of the second, still tied, scoreless. Back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Still scoreless as Letcher Central stranded a runner to end the second inning. The top of the second anyway. As Breathitt County has 5, 6, 7 to the plate, Bowling, Turner, Hayes, and first pitch taken for ball 1.
Bowling, a sophomore. Started last year for Coach Mike Tobby.
As nicely winds the 1-0, ground ball back up the middle. Field by the second baseman, Collier, throws the first in time for out number 1.
One down for the Ladycats. As Turner up to bat. Number 21, she's a junior. Shiley Turner.
First pitch going to be popped up, drop, throw to first in time for out number 2.
And number 22 up to bat for Ladycats. That's Chloe Hayes. She is a sophomore. Breathitt County has 4 seniors.
First pitch to Hayes is taken for strike 1.
Of course, Maddie Haddix, a veteran softball player for the Ladycats, not playing due to the ACL injury she suffered during basketball season.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle as nicely Fields throws the first for out number 3. We go to the top half of the third, still scoreless. Due up for Letcher Central, 8-9-1. That's Collier, Bentley, and Stamper. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Go to the top of the third. Still scoreless. Due up for Letcher Central, 8-9-1. That's Collier, Bentley, and Stamper as the wind blowing through and dust flying
everywhere.
Collier digs in, tries to bunt the first one. It goes foul for strike 1.
23, Addison Collier. She's a freshman for Coach Jay Perkins in the 53rd District.
I've got Pennington so far, 22 pitches, 19 strikes. She's keeping that ball in the zone. As she winds the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. She's quickly ahead, 0-2 here to Collier, leading off the top of the third for the Lady Cougars. Scoreless thus far. Again, remind everybody we are on YouTube.com. Go there, type in WJSN 97.3 as this pitch can be popped up to the shortstop. Bowling settles under, makes the catch for out number 3. It's going to be out number 1 here in the third inning. I apologize. It's getting into the groove here.
Getting in the groove. Up to bat now for the Lady Cougars. That's number 3. That's Kaylee Bentley, a freshman.
And first pitch taken for strike one.
No score here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex. Want to give a shout out to Timmy Hurl and Sam Noble, Lewis Fugit for listening. Bessie Bush.
Pennington winds the 0-1. Going to be fouled back. Straight back for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here.
And this one's going to be lifted in the right field fair down the line as Bentley rounds second, heads to third.
And she's
not going to stop. She's going to the plate, and she will score. 1-0 Lady Cougars.
And that ball is barely in, Steve.
Right down the line. Smith went over, tried to get it. And Stamper, hustled around the bases.
And number 1, Scarlett Stamper.
Bentley, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Number 1, Scarlett Stamper. She's a sophomore for Letcher Central. Now Letcher Central 1, Breathitt County 0, 14th region softball action. Base is empty for Letcher Central.
It's 1-0. Don't pay attention to the graphic on the screen if you're watching YouTube. As first pitch to Stamper taken for strike one.
Yeah, it's 1-0. Pitch high.
Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So inside the park home run for Letcher Central gives them the early lead.
As the 1-1 going to be fouled off for strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We was talking earlier, Steve, the Sweet 16 boys side starts tomorrow. Prairie Central may be a slight favorite in that one, but, they got the Aiden Barnett kid from McGoffin County. That's a all-region performer.
1-2 fouled off, out of play again, still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
According to the rankings, Great Crossan may be the favorite to win that. Well, Lyon County's right there, and so is Newport.
How often do the favorites win it?
Well, we're about to find out.
They do sometimes, but here's a ground ball to third. McLeese fields and throws to first. For out number 2.
Thing, all the college basketball experts has picked UConn to win it, every one of them. Except one I saw on CNN, he picked Houston, but 90% is all UConn. Now, Steve, I hope that holds true what you just said. How often did they win it? Hope that holds true on that one. Of course, South Carolina is favorite in the women's.
As Wampler at the plate with 2 outs and the bases empty and down in the count, strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Of course, St. John's and Pitt and Ole Miss and Indiana declined the NIT invitation.
Here's the 0-1 from Pennington, fouled off for strike 2.
Rick Pitino said he's not bitter, he just gets better.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
One of his press conferences might have said something different. No balls, 2 strikes to Wampler at the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. Letcher Central has broken the scoreless tie. They lead at 1-0 here in the top of the third. As
Steve, if you was a coach in
0-2,
that
taking
position,
for ball 1.
would you decline the NIT?
Well, it depends. If you're like Rick Pitino and you're already looking to get rid of half your team and hit the transfer portal, which is I think what he's doing, then there's a chance. But if I'm looking to develop the kids, I want to play.
Yeah, I think it.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll do it here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half of the third. Letcher leads 1-0. Breathitt County will have 8-9-1 to the plate. Salyers Tinley Hayes, and Pennington. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of inning number 3 as Letcher Central leading Breathitt County 1-0. Going to the bottom of the third, Ladycats have 8-9-1 to the plate. That's Salyers, Tinley Hayes, and Pennington.
55, Addie Salyers, a sophomore.
Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Breathitt County trying, we'll get through the lineup the first time through anyway here in the bottom of the third.
1-0, Letcher Central up.
Is the 0-1 taken for strike 1, or it's going to be ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Like Steve always says, baseball and softball high school is the shortest season of them all.
Here's the 1-1. Salyers squared the bunt, pulled back, takes strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Steve, who will UK hire as a women's basketball coach?
I'm hearing coach from Louisville, but we'll see.
You think that's a possibility maybe?
Here's the 1-2 upstairs. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't know. That's just the name that was thrown out there.
How about Louisville men's basketball? Dusty May, perhaps, from Florida Atlantic?
Maybe. Eric Musselman's another one. The name keeps popping up. Here's a line drive to first, caught by Stamper for out number 1.
He had a difficult time with Arkansas this season.
This year, yeah.
Well, but now he done well before at Arkansas, so.
That was just a name that I had read.
Yes.
So.
And Nick Cronin's one.
As first pitch, strike 1.
1-0. Ladycats trail as Tinley Hayes, 8th grader, also a good basketball player for Coach Hayes off that bench for the Ladycats.
Here's the 0-1 from Nicely. Taken for ball 1, count even at a ball and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Here in the bottom of the third. Breathitt County rolls the top of the lineup to the plate as Pennington is in the on-deck circle, coming up after Hayes. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to second. Collier Fields throws to first for out number 2.
Transfer portal, I think, opened up on Friday. Is that right? For Division I basketball players? I think that's right.
Can't answer that question.
It was Friday or Saturday morning it opened up.
But, James, that's why a lot of teams have pushed out of the NIT because they want to go ahead and get that portal.
And they want that rule changed to after the Final Four when it opens up, and you can't blame them.
Nope. As Pennington at the plate, base is empty, 2 outs, takes the first pitch for ball 1. Breathitt County trailing 1-0. Top of the lineup to the plate. Pennington grounded out to short in the first at bat. And takes here for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 1-0. Breathitt County trails. Letcher Central.
Good hitters count here for Pennington as Nicely winds the 2-0. Going to be fouled back for strike 1. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Clemens in the on-deck circle. Had that double back in the first inning. And got stranded out at second as 2-1 to Pennington. Bunted, third base side. Richardson comes on, throws the first, not in time. It's a bunt single for Pennington and Breathitt County. They'll have a runner at first with 2 outs, and Clemens coming to the plate.
Maybe Clemens, a senior, number 17. Ladycats trail 1-0.
First pitch to Clemens, taken for ball 1.
Clemens 5'5". Center / infielder.
Here's the 1-0 from Nicely. Going to be lifted into center field, or it's going to be left center field. And unable to make the catch is Pavlik. Breathitt County will tie the game up, and Clemens out at second.
We're tied at 1 here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex. Up to bat number 33, that's Taylor Sword. 5'8" junior. Plays first base. She catches some and some utility.
First pitch lined right back, or hit right back at Nicely, who fields and throws the first in time. 4 out, number 3. Breathitt County ties it up, though. We go to the top of the 4th, tied at 1, back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the 4th. Due up for Letcher Central, 3, 4, 5. That's Holcomb, Bentley, and Combs as both teams scored in the 3rd. Letcher in the top half of the 3rd. And Breathitt County answered in the bottom, tying it up at 1. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 stranded for Letcher. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 stranded so far for Breathitt County.
And we're tied up, Steve, like you just said. And the temperature starts to drop a little bit.
And on YouTube, it is the WJSN live stream presented by Citizens Bank and Trust. We thank all of our sponsors, but they are the title sponsor for our YouTube broadcast. YouTube.com, search WJSN 97.3.
Oh, yeah, it's almost a perfect picture on there.
Got a couple of cameras, one stationary in center field, and then Rick Hensley running the other one for us here. Actually in the press box is the first pitch to Holcomb, going to be fouled off for strike 1 and it'll land safely on the first base side. Also want to thank Kevin Davidson back at the station. Does a good job running the board for us. Has done that for over 40-plus years at WJSN. Pitch to Holcomb, grounded right back to Pennington, and she'll field and throw to first in time. 4 out, number 1.
And up to the plate is number 22, Kelsey Bentley, a 5'8" freshman. Letcher Central has an enrollment of 705. Breathitt County enrollment of 497.
First pitch to Bentley, taken for ball 1.
One to one. Here we're all tied.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, base is empty, top of the 4th. Again, both teams got their run in their halves of the third inning as Pennington winds the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss for strike two. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Would imagine lights will start coming on here shortly, James.
Yes, you're correct.
And when that happens, that temperature is going to really drop.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2 upstairs for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And 1 out here in the 4th inning.
Pennington with the sign, winds the break-even pitch. Fouled off. Back to the screen. Count still 2-2.
Steve Juwan Howard got fired from Michigan. Travis Ford, he got fired. Of course, Kenny Payne got fired.
And Wolf County leading Paintsville in softball action, 6-0, top of the third as break-even pitch here, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's 2 up, 2 down for Letcher Central in the top of the 4th.
Former UK point guard Devin Askew looking for his 4th new home. He's going to transfer from University of California.
Here's the first pitch to Combs, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Katie Combs, 5'2" sophomore for the Lady Cougars.
Appreciate Brandon Griffiths giving us the score update there from the Wolf County softball game as the 0-1 taken for strike 2, and Pennington quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
Brandon does a really good job for us.
He does. The 0-2 going to be fouled back out of play. Still no balls, 2 strikes.
Tied here at 1-1. And Steve, you're right. That sun is starting to go over that hill.
Here's the 0-2. Going to be lined in the left field. That ball is back deep and gone. And it is 2-1 in favor of Letcher Central as Combs knocks it out of the park, out of left field.
She rounds the bases. 2-1 now. Letcher Central leading. Letcher Central, a good team. Number 11, Nicely, the pitcher, back up to the plate. She is a 5'4" senior for Coach Perkins. Big swing and miss
for strike 1. Nicely would love to help out her own cause.
Strike 2.
Good swing and a miss for number 2 there. No balls, 2 strikes. And baseball, Breathitt County. That score I see leading Paintsville 1-0. As Pennington with the sign here. The 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 3. Letcher Central strikes, though. They lead at 2-1. Going to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for Breathitt County, 4, 5, 6. McLeese, Bowling, and Turner. We'll be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-1 in favor of Letcher Central. 2 up for Breathitt County, 4, 5, 6. That's McLeese, Bowling, and Turner as Breathitt County trailing 2-1. Letcher Central got a run in the top of the fourth to break that 1-1 ties. The first pitch to McLeese is taken for ball one. Thought that's what it was. Don't quote me on it.
Waiting for the scoreboard.
Here's the pitch from Nicely. Foul back out of play.
Jason McLeese, number 99, 5'7". There's her Ladycats trail 2-1.
Nicely winds and delivers, and it's taken up and away. I've got that as ball two. But we're still waiting to see what the umpire says. He's not throwing the count up. This one skips in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Ladycats trying to get a runner on first.
Here's the 3-1. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Count goes full.
2-1 now. Ladycats trailing Letcher Central.
Lights get turned on now. We'll warm up in a minute. Payoff pitch. Grounded to short as Holcomb Fields throws the first for out number 1.
Ball just a little bit. 1 down. Two to 1. As Bowling up for Breathitt County.
First pitch from Nicely. Squares the bunt, pulls back, takes strike 1, does Bowling.
5'6" sophomore.
And the 0-1 is swinging a miss for strike 2.
Base is empty for Ladycats.
Here's the 0-2.
Right to Holcomb.
Throw to first in time for out number 2.
Two 1 here. Ladycats down as number 21, Charlie Turner, 5'9", junior, up to the plate for Coach Mike Talby.
At the plate with 2 outs and the base is empty. Here's the first pitch from Nicely. A swing and a miss for strike 1.
Nicely's calmed right down, hasn't she, Steve?
Yeah, Turner with a ground out to second. And her first at bat. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 count.
Breathitt County trying to get a rally here started. It is 54 degrees, but it feels like it's 43.
This pitch is going to be lifted towards second base, and it'll be caught by Collier for out number 3. So Breathitt County goes 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-1 Letcher Central. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the fifth. 7, 8, 9 due up for Letcher Central. Richardson, Collier, and Bentley. As Richardson quickly down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And in the 0-2, going to be fouled off. Out of play, left field side. Still 0-2.
Ladycats trail 2-1. And Richardson, a 5'2" freshman. Letcher Central has 3 seniors on this roster.
0-2 fouled off once again.
We're in the fifth.
Top of the fifth, yes.
Of course, no balls, 2 strikes. Penton.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
She will play at the next level. Collegiate level, that is, as Collier comes to the plate. Addison Collier, number 23, second baseman, and a freshman for Coach Perkins.
There's a bunt laid down, throw to first in time for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down for Letcher Central. As number 3 comes to the plate. That's Bentley, 5'7" freshman. Kaylee Bentley, base is empty. Pennington won the best, not only in the 14th region, but in the state.
First pitch to Bentley taken for strike 1.
2-1, Breathitt County trails.
2 outs, base is empty. Top of the fifth. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back for strike 2.
Pennington quickly up. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs.
Oh, 2 taken outside for ball 1.
Base is empty. Tomorrow evening will be Kevin Davison's Bluegrass Show. Tomorrow at 6.
And the 1-2 going to be popped up to second. Sword makes the catch. For out number 3, we go to the bottom half of the fifth. It is still 2-1 in favor of Letcher Central. Breathitt County coming to the plate with 7, 8, 9. That is Chloe Hayes, Salyers, and then Tinley Hayes. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
And welcome back to WJSN 97.3. 55th and 14th region softball action. 55th district taking on the 53rd district here, Letcher Central. facing Breathitt County here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex. Ladycats trail 2-1. We're in bottom of the fifth here as number 22 for Breathitt County up to bat. That's Chloe Hayes. She's a sophomore. We got some discussions here with Coach Perkins, the softball coach at Letcher.
We have a sub.
Subs that
for
was
Letcher Central. 22 comes in for Stanford. Just a second, we'll get that. That's the other Bentley for the Lady Cougars.
So the changes are being made.
Let's see. The designated hitters going to first. Excuse me.
Breathitt County trails 2-1 here. And here we go. Hayes. Big swing and miss. Strike one. Big crowd here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex. Strike two. Breathitt County trying to get something started here. Big wind up by Nicely in strike three. 3 pitches. 1 down for Breathitt County. Up to bat is 55 Addie Salyers. Addie is a sophomore. Shoals bunt, foul one. Strike one, fouled it off. 1 out here. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nicely gets the sign. Swing and miss. Two strikes on Salyers. Nicely with the windup in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Breathitt County trailing 2-1 here. Right behind Breathitt County Elementary School, the old LBJ.
1-2, yeah, there you go. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Breathitt County 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
And Tinley Hayes, number 2, 8th grader, up to the plate for Coach Tobby. Here's the windup by Nicely. Hayes shows bump, pulls back.
Fouls it off. Strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the windup. Foul back. Quickly down 0-2. Base is empty for Breathitt County. Now she chokes up on that bat. Right back to the pitcher. 3 up, 3 down for Breathitt County. 2-1 here, Steve. As we go to the top of the 6th here, Breathitt County trails Letcher Central. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to WJSN 97.3 Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, ROSEBROS.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Welcome back to WJSN 97.3, live from the Breathitt County Softball Complex. We got 14th Region softball action. It's Breathitt County trailing Letcher Central 2-1, top of the sixth. Up to bat number one, that is Scarlett Stamper. She is a sophomore. Scarlett on this young early season hitting .545. Pops up, it's going to drop, foul. Well, ball, one strike. On the year, 3 games in, 5 runs, 6 hits, 6 RBIs, 2 doubles, 3 walks, 3 stolen bases. Hitting .545 for Letcher Central. Big swing and miss. Paul Pennington, she's got something on that fastball. Sun goes down, so does the temperature. Pennington gets the sign, and Stamper fouls that one back.
1-2.
1-2, no outs. Base is empty, of course. We're just getting started in the top of the sixth. First batter here. Outside.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It stays foul on the third baseline.
Yeah, stayed just inside the line when McLeese went over to field it.
She knocked it down as number 6, is that correct? Chloe Wampler. She's a senior, one of 3 seniors. Chloe is hitting, where's number 6, and she's hitting .222. 9 at bats, 4 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. And she's got some speed, Steve, 5 stolen bases.
And the runner goes to
Got
second,
her.
and they throw her out.
Good job by Breathitt County. Picked off the lead runner. 1 out now. As Wampler. She's wearing her hoodie. She's froze out.
I agree with her.
Big swing and miss. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is now empty for Letcher Central, leading 2-1. And we do. Ball popped up. Good play by the second baseman. Number 33 with the catch for Breathitt County. That's Sword. And we do want to thank everybody for tuning in to on the radio, WJSN 97.3, and of course on YouTube, WJSN 97.3 on YouTube. As Kara Holcomb comes to the plate, hitting .444. Her dad's the first base coach. I met her dad at Food Fair while I worked there, Steve, back in 1995.
Been a few years ago.
He worked for Pepsi and still does. He got 30 years in, he told me.
The 0-1 is
Jason.
upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Named Jason Mike Holcomb. Jason Holcomb. Yeah, I met him a long
Mike
time
Holcomb,
ago.
a good name in Breathitt County.
Jason Mike.
Here's the
It's a real good name.
1-1 is taken for ball 2, 2-1.
Base is empty for Letcher. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Pennington. Swing and miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. As Pennington gets the sign, looks at our wristband. Winds and delivers. That's going to drop. for a single. As number 22 comes to the plate. Kelsey Bentley hitting .429, 7 at-bats. 3 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles for Bentley, whereas number 22.
First pitch taken for strike one.
Holcomb at first base. So Letcher has a runner on at first with 2 outs. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-1. Ladycats trail. Ball high. 2-1 now. On deck for Letcher Central, number 4 is Katie Combs. The catcher. Ball low. 3 balls, 1 strike here.
2 outs, 1 on. Runner at first for Letcher. It's 2-1 in favor of the Lady Cougars.
Swing and miss, foul tip. Full count now. Runner on at first.
It was caught in the air. They're gonna.
Well, it's caught in there.
They're gonna say no.
Yeah,
He signaled it. Okay.
he got her.
All right. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Letcher Central. They stranded the runner. We'll be back in 1 minute. Due up for Breathitt County. 1, 2, 3. Pennington, Clemens, and Sword. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
And welcome back to WJSN 97.3 King of Mountain Sports. Here I'm James Turner with Steve Neese. And we got 14th region softball action as Pennington just leads off the bottom of the 6th with a leadoff single. Bobcats trail 2-1. And trying to get something going here. So leadoff runner on first base for Coach Mike Tobby in Breathitt County. Ball 1. As the temperature starts to drop here. Number 17, Clemens, up to bat. One ball, 1 strike, no outs. Clemens hitting .300 on the season. 10 at bats, 3 runs, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 double for Clemens, number 17, a senior for Breathitt County. Just a reminder, the Bluegrass Show tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock with Kevin Davison. 2-1, Ladycats trail. We do want to thank you for spending your time and Tuesday evening with us on WJSN. UK Wildcats will play At 7:10 on Thursday versus Oakland, they are, according to ESPN, a 89% chance of winning that game by, on average, around 14 points, according to ESPN. 2-2. And we got a single right up between the shortstop and third baseman. As number 33 comes to the plate for Breathitt County, that's Taylor Sword. She's hitting .400. 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 double, 1 home run. Struck out 3 times. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Bobcats now runner at second, runner at first, runner in scoring position. Bobcats trying to get something rolling. Ladycats, excuse me. Strike 1. No outs here. As nicely gets the sign. Big swing and miss. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs here. Bobcats runners at first and second. Ball low and outside. And we are, it's 2-1. Oh, right up the middle is going to score at least 1 Ladycat. Runs not, their throw not in time. We are tied at 2. Ladycats had runners at first and second, no outs. We're in the 6th here. Ladycats trying to take the lead now as number 99 comes to the plate. That's J.C. McLeese hitting .400. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 RBIs. 1 home run to just same identical stats as Sword.
Try to get all this scored real quick. I had to run out and reset our center field camera, so we'll get that put back on there in a second.
Ball foul back.
As Breathitt County 3 singles here in the bottom of the 6th to tie the game, and another runner in scoring position to try to take the lead.
Runners at first and second. Ball foul back.
And an 0-2 count to McLeese.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 2 score tied at 2. Ladycats trying to take the lead.
And the 0-2 taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the lineup has tied this game up here at 2 is Nicely, who's pitched very well this evening. Winds the 1-2 pitch to McLeese, and it is taken for strike 3. So it's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th for Breathitt County.
As Bowling comes to the plate. Bowling, 3 runs, 2 hits, hitting .250. Also got a walk and a stolen base.
And takes the first pitch here for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We're tied at 2 here. Breathitt County has runners at first and second.
The 0-1 taken for ball 1, I think.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
There's the 1-1.
Low.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
On the outside. Ladycats have 2 on here.
Right 2-1. 2-2.
Right down the middle. Ladycats love to get a single here or something. Just make some contact.
So 2-2 count, 1 out. Breathitt County trying to take a lead here, tied at 2. As the break-even pitch from Nicely is upstairs.
Ball 3. Count goes full. And 1 out.
So full count payoff pitch coming from Nicely to Bowling with runners still at first and second. Payoff pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. It's a big strikeout.
Yes, it is.
For Lady Cougars. Keeps the 2 runners where they were.
As Turner up to the plate, hitting, looks like 222.
First pitch, ground ball to third, bobbled. And the throw will not be in time to first as Turner on after the air.
Bases loaded for Breathitt County. As up to bat for Breathitt County.
That's Hayes.
Yes.
Chloe Hayes.
Chloe Hayes, number 22.
First pitch, up and away.
It'll be close.
And it gets by the catcher. The throw back from the catcher to the pitcher. Gets by the pitcher, and 2 runs scored. Breathitt County leads at 4-2.
Just like that. And now we got a runner at second, too, still in scoring position, 4-2. Breathitt County has taken the lead here with Hayes up to bat. Chloe Hayes. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Swing and miss.
Strike 1.
So Breathitt County takes the lead here, 4-2. Runner at second for the Ladycats.
Here's the 1-1 from Nicely. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breathitt County up 4-2.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, gets by the catcher. Pass ball allows Turner to go to third. And Breathitt County with a runner at third base.
Trying to tack on another run.
This pitch, a ground ball to third. Richardson fields, throws to first in time for out number 3. But Breathitt County plates 3 runs. They lead it 4-2 as we go to the top of the 7th. Due up for the Lady Cougars. 5, 6, 7. Combs, Nicely, and Richardson. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Go to the top of the 7th. Do up for Letcher Central. 5, 6, 7. That's Combs, Nicely, and Richardson as the first pitch to Combs. Taken for strike 1. Breathitt County with a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 7th. As the 0-1 going to be fouled off for strike 2.
Lights are on here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex.
The 0-2 pitch.
Katie
Taken
Combs
for ball 1.
hitting .333, 6 at bats, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 RBI, 1 triple, 1 stolen base.
The 1-2, a ground ball to short. Bowling Fields throws to first in time for out number 1.
Number 11, Nicely Alyssa nicely up to the plate, hitting .500. The pitcher, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 RBI, 1 double, 1 walk on the season. Of course, we're just getting started in softball and baseball action for the season.
First pitch to nicely, a swing and a miss for strike one.
On deck for Letcher Central is number 8, Sarah Richardson.
Here's the 0-1. Popped up in the infield, and it will be a foul ball. Clemens tried to make the catch from behind the plate, just unable to hold on to it.
Unable to hold on. You know that gear, Steve, you got that gear on your face. It's hard to see the ball with all the – it's tough. Yeah. It's tough back here trying to run with them shin guards, move around.
Here's the 0-2 from Pennington to Nicely. Going to be lifted into right field, right center field. It'll drop. So 1-out single for Letcher Central. And they'll have a runner at first. And coming to the plate will be Collier.
Number Anna Collier. I'm sorry, Addison Collier. Number 23. Is that right? Can't see her number, Steve. There's 2 Colliers on the.
Are they getting a courtesy runner? I think it's supposed to be Richardson. I think
it should be Sarah Richardson. Sarah Richardson.
At the plate, yeah, but we got a courtesy runner, and that is number 2, Hatton for Letcher Central.
Sarah's hitting .333 on the season.
First pitch, Richardson. She'll foul it into the Breathitt County dugout for strike one.
Right at the feet of Coach Mike Tobby. 4-2. Ladycats took the lead in the 6th inning, top of the 6th. It's at bottom of the 6th, I'm sorry.
Yep, bottom of the 6th. Is top of the 7th here, and the 0-1 going to be fouled back out of play for strike two. Tying run is at the plate, however, for Letcher Central with the runner at first and 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Again, on YouTube, it is our WJSN live broadcast presented by Citizens Bank and Trust as the 0-2 taken for strike 3, and that's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th for Letcher Central, and that'll bring them to their final out, and it will be Collier coming to the plate for the Lady Cougars.
Addison Collier on the year, hitting .250.
First pitch swinging. Ground ball to short. They get the out at second, and Breathitt County will come away with a 4-2 victory over Letcher Central. Let's go down the stats real quick. For Lady Cougars, they had 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, 2 stranded for Lady Cougars. For Breathitt County, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th, giving them their 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 3 stranded for Breathitt County as the Ladycats move to 3-1 on the year. Letcher Central will fall to 2-2 as, again, Breathitt County a 4-2 victor here over the Letcher Central Lady Cougars.
And, Steve, a good win for Breathitt County. Even anytime you can beat a good Letcher Central team. Man, I tell you what, Letcher is going to be a force to be reckoned with down there in that 53rd district. Breathitt County improves on the season to 3-1. Letcher Central drops to 2-2. Breathitt County came from behind to get this win. Breathitt County, their next game will be against Lee County away. Lee County away. And Letcher Central's next game will be they're going to play tomorrow night a doubleheader playing Coburn in Virginia. That's their next game, but Breathitt County plays Lee County. That'll be on Thursday away at Betaville. So Breathitt County improves to 3-1. Letcher drops to 2-2 on this very, very young softball season.
All right, we're going to sign it off. I want to say thank you, Rick Hensley, for running the camera for us tonight. Also, John Bunn, John Couch, appreciate everything you've done for us this year. Thank you, Kevin Davidson, for running the board for us back at the station. For my colleague to my right, James Turner, I'm Stephen Neese. God is good
All the time.
Take it away, Kevin Davidson.